Hello and welcome back. This is Onawa Chaudhary and Hiren Patel, Arun Foot and Curious Harry with Game Week 3, the review of the Indian Super League 2025-26. Hiren, first of all, what's your general summary of this game week?
First of all, sir, hello to everyone. And general summary, sir, mixed game week लगा मेरे को. I think there are a couple of matches जो कि interesting थे. For example, ईस्ट बंगाल वर्सेस जमशेदपुर वाला मैच मजेदार था. कुछ मैचेस ज्यादा ही बोरिंग थे. कुछ काफी ज्यादा वन साइडेड हो गए. फॉर एग्जांपल मोहन बगान वाला गेम. सो इट वाज अ मिक्स्ड गेम वीक कि जहाँ पे कुछ हमें क्लबों की ओर से अच्छा फाइट देखने को मिला. कुछ क्लब्स यहाँ पे धीरे धीरे अब आफ्टर गेम एवरी गेम वीक यहाँ पे अपना जो रिदम है वो थोड़ा सा गेन कर रहे हैं. कुछ यहाँ पे अभी भी सेम सिचुएशन में है. सो इट वाज अ मिक्स्ड गेम वीक फॉर मी.
I totally agree. Mixed game week, I think, overall, and some very interesting encounters, but also some of them where I said, okay, could have been better. Let's start off with the first game of the week, which was FC Goa versus Sporting Club Delhi, a 1-0 for FC Goa, still unbeaten in the league, now 7 points. Meanwhile, Delhi still pointless. What do you say about this game?
आई थिंक इस गेम वीक के बाद एक चीज थोड़ी सी क्लियर होती हुई दिख रही है, या फिर थोड़ा सा हमें आप बोल सकते हैं कि जो सेग्रीगेशन है क्लबों का, कि कौन से क्लब टाइटल रेस में होंगे, कौन से मिड टेबल रेस में होंगे, कौन से यहाँ पे रेलीगेशन बैटल में होंगे, वो थोड़ा सा क्लियर होता हुआ दिख रहा है. और उसमें एससी दिल्ली आई थिंक एट द मोमेंट विथ केरला ब्लास्टर एंड मोहम्मदान, आई थिंक रेलीगेशन बैटल के लिए वो लोग फाइट करने का चांसेस ज्यादा दिख रहा है. And FC Goa के लिए definitely I think after that Intercasti draw in the first match उन्होंने यहाँ पे अपने आप को रिकवर किया है with back to back win. बट स्टिल आई फील कि मनोलो मार्केस की टीम यहाँ पे टाइटल कंटेंशन में मैं अभी भी नहीं रखूंगा बिकॉज ऑफ लैक ऑफ बेंच स्ट्रेंथ. एंड we have seen couple of teams missing their key player and then suddenly their performance is going down. So I think वो इंजरी का भी एक काफी इंपॉर्टेंट रोल रहेगा कि क्या एफसी गोवा विथ देयर इंपॉर्टेंट प्लेयर सारे 13 के 13 मैचेस खेलेंगे या फिर दे आर गोना मिस दोस प्लेयर्स. तो वो उससे आई थिंक डेफिनेटली आगे उनका थोड़ा सा सीजन ऊपर नीचे हो सकता है. बट आई थिंक ओवरऑल एफसी गोवा के लिए विथ ऑलमोस्ट इंडियन स्क्वाड एंड 2 फॉरेनर्स, आई थिंक दे आर पुटिंग अप अ गुड परफॉर्मेंसेस.
I totally agree on that, but also the two foreigners are showing how important they are. Paul Moreno at the back and Dejan Drazic up front, very very important. Even though Dejan Drazic missed the penalty, could have made it 2-0, and I think that would have been the surety that that FC Goa win. And SC Delhi to me showing they have taken on a lot of young talented footballers. But is young and talented good enough? Also, a little bit lack of ISL experience of the foreigners as well. Babovic has only played I-League so far. So therefore, I think that's the summary of these two teams at the moment and where they stand. Let's go to the biggest clash of the week. And I think that was also the pick of all the matches. I don't know if you would disagree with that, Hiren. East Bengal FC versus Jamshedpur FC. In the end, East Bengal suffering the first defeat of the season. Jamshedpur winning their third out of 3 matches. 2-1 comeback win from Jamshedpur FC. Hiren, I think this match had it all.
यस एब्सोल्युटली एग्री सर. ये मतलब सबसे मजेदार मैच था मेरे लिए इस गेम वीक का, बिकॉज दोनों टीमों ने अपना बेस्ट देने की कोशिश की, अच्छी फाइट पुटअप की. देयर वर मोमेंट्स की जहाँ पे ईस्ट बंगाल वर डोमिनेटिंग, पर्टिकुलरली इन फर्स्ट हाफ दे क्रिएटेड कपल ऑफ रियली गुड चांस. एंड देन वो जो यहाँ पे हमें एडमंड का गोल देखने को मिला, दैट वाज अ गुड गोल. एंड देन सेकंड हाफ में जिस तरह से ओएन कोयल की टीम ने कमबैक मारा है, दैट वाज कमेंडेबल जॉब डन बाय दी जमशेदपुर. एंड एक जो क्रिटिसिज्म जमशेदपुर को मिल रहा था फर्स्ट 2 मैचेस में कि स्कोर अच्छी है लेकिन परफॉर्मेंस अच्छी नहीं आ रही है, बट इन दिस मैच दे शोन दैट परफॉर्मेंस विद दोस प्लेयर्स आल्सो. एंड जिस तरीके से आप देखिए वो रेताची का जो विनिंग गोल था विद द यू कैन से कि मेहदी तलाल, I mean, what a goal. They created a beautiful goal with that back heel and beautiful finish from Reyatachi Kawa. So those are the moments you wait as a fan to see in the matches. And I think this match produced some brilliant moments and it was a great match. And Jamshedpur के लिए 3 यहाँ पे straight win. East Bengal lose their third match. And there is a one narrative or the one build up is going on that East Bengal, Mohun Bagan will be the title challengers. So I think from that perspective, definitely it's a little bit shock for the East Bengal fans कि यहाँ पे उनकी टीम ने एक डिफीट हासिल किया है. बट देखते हैं कैसे कमबैक करते हैं. आई थिंक दिस इज नाउ इंटरेस्टिंग हाउ उसका टीम रिकवर एंड एक थोड़ा सा कहीं ना कहीं जो बैकलाइन में केविन सिबली की कमी है वो खलती हुई दिख रही है, एंड इवन इन मिडफील्ड साउल क्रेस्पो की। ऑन द अदर साइड आई थिंक ओवेन कोयल जिस चीज के लिए जाने जाते हैं, हाउ टू ग्राइंड द रिजल्ट, चाहे सामने किसी भी टीम हो, आई थिंक वो अगेन उन्होंने अपना जो वो मास्टर क्लास है वो इस मैच में दिखाया है बाय ग्राइंडिंग ए क्रूशियल विन अगेंस्ट ईस्ट बंगाल।
And add on top of it, you mentioned it that Jamshedpur FC criticized a lot after the first two games. You know, you're defensive, you're destructive, you're not playing football. Here in Kolkata, they went all out to play football. And the 2-1 win in Kolkata against East Bengal at the Salt Lake Stadium is a deserving win for Jamshedpur FC. I think that should not be forgotten. It is not an unlucky
Absolutely.
defeat for East Bengal and Jamshedpur were lucky. No, one has to be honest. If you look at the 90 minutes, yes, East Bengal did have their chances, but Jamshedpur, especially before before Edmonds 1-0, they had their opportunities, but they couldn't score. And to see how Stephen Eze puts in that header as he does, you know, that's to you, Stephen Eze. As you mentioned, that Rei Tachikawa goal is not just class because the way he touches the ball and puts the ball into the back of the net, but the setting up of the goal as well. And overall, the play from the Jamshedpur FC foreigners. Nikola Stojanovic did his job. Madi Talal, much better than what we've seen in the first two matches. And Messi Boli also creating a lot of problems for the East Bengal defenders, with also the Indian players stepping up. So therefore, in the end, I would say a deserving victory for Jamshedpur FC in Kolkata. Then we come to
100%.
maybe the biggest upset of the week. Bengaluru FC 0-2 to Punjab FC. We've got the man here who scored both the goals. Effiong. Big upset, right? Punjab FC winning their first match of the season, 2-0 away to BFC.
I think definitely it was a little bit shocking result, no doubt about it. And एफियोंग से मेरा ये कंप्लेंट रहा था जब से उनको पंजाब एफसी ने सीजन साइन किया था। सुपर कप में भी हमने देखा कुछ मैचेस खेलते हुए वो उतना इम्पैक्ट नहीं डाल रहे थे, बट इस मैच में ही शोन हिज एबिलिटी एंड द वे ही स्कोर्ड बोथ द गोल्स। पहला गोल जिस तरह से उन्होंने हेडर के थ्रू मारा, इट वाज नॉट अ इजी एंगल फ्रॉम अ हेडर्स पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू टू स्कोर दैट काइंड ऑफ अ गोल। एंड दूसरा गोल भी जिस तरह से उन्होंने गुरप्रीत सिंह संधू को बीट किया, दैट वाज आल्सो रियली गुड फिनिश। सॉरी फॉर बीएफसी आई थिंक रेनेडी सिंह की जो टीम है, राहुल बेके के बैकलाइन में ना होने से आप देखिए कि कितना बड़ा उनका इम्पैक्ट यहाँ पे दिख रहा है। एज वी टॉक इन अर्लियर दिस वीडियो कि आपके की प्लेयर ना होने से टीम की परफॉर्मेंस सडनली आप देखिए कि कितनी गिरावट आती है। इवन लास्ट मैच नॉर्थ ईस्ट वाला भी आप उठा लीजिए बेंगलुरु एफसी का, वहां पे भी डिफेंसिवली दे लुक्ड वनरेबल। ऐसा नहीं था कि दे डिफेंसिवली पुट अप ए सॉलिड परफॉर्मेंस, वहां पे भी दे वर लकी कि गुरप्रीत सिंह संधू हैज अ ब्रिलियंट डे, अदरवाइज उस मैच को भी आप लूज कर जाते। तो कहीं ना कहीं बीएफसी स्ट्रगलिंग इन दोस एरियाज। एंड थोड़ा सा मिडफील्ड एंड अटैक में भी जो फर्स्ट मैच में हमें एक अच्छे ग्लिम्स दिखे थे, वो धीरे धीरे स्लोली मैच आफ्टर द मैच आई थिंक उतना वर्क नहीं कर रहे। सो आई थिंक बीएफसी हैज टू फाइंड अ वे कि किस तरह से यहाँ से कमबैक करे, बट इट्स अ टफ लॉस एट होम अगेंस्ट पंजाब एफसी। एंड या डेफिनेटली फॉर पंजाब एफसी दोज with new foreigners this season and the youngster, they grind a very good result.
Very good result for Punjab FC and deserving result. And I think for NED and BFC, the question is how do you work around the problems that you're facing? Because even if I looked at the BFC bench during that game, he didn't have too many defensive options, right? And so therefore, I think Renedy and the BFC faithful will be hoping that Rahul Beke will be back very soon. Think about it. Rahul Beke used to be called the Lord in the past year. Now, how see the importance of Rahul Beke, how things have changed over the years. And the question also with Renedy is a little rigid in his lineup. No? Didn't make too many changes. So that is also
Yeah.
that Renedy will have to prove himself also as well.
I think in-game management and the way you how you manage the things, I think also that is the test for the Indian coaches particularly. It's not only about the tactical, you can say the shift, but overall how you gonna manage in this kind of a situation when you don't have your first choice players. I think that's very crucial.
Then we come to Kerala Blasters versus Inter Kashi, a 1-2 loss for the Blasters. Yes, they scored their first goal of the season, but again, it was the third loss. And historic, the first ever win for Inter Kashi Football Club in the Indian Super League. A brilliant strike from Petkevicius in the first half, then a good counter which finished Alfred Plana's Moya. Victor Bertomeu reduced the deficit, and the Blasters had one or two chances, maybe even to equalize. But in the end, he then also this one a deserving away win for Interkashi.
Yeah, definitely. But before we talk about the match, I want to highlight the point about the Kerala Blaster fans lose of interest in this match. आप देखिए कि केरला में मैच हो रहा था, and after I think 8 or 9 years, match is happening at evening 5 o'clock, and there were only 7,000 to 7,500 fans. This is very rarely we seen in JL and Kochi when Kerala Blaster is playing. So this something I think showing the Kerala Blasters overall situation, चाहे वो on field हो या फिर off the field जो problem उन्होंने face किए हो, and I think that summed up with this result more. I think the disappointment in the overall Kerala Blaster club is growing, and in fans also the trust or the hope is they are losing. So that is not good sign for them, and I think in this time they need a full support. But I think I understand fans perspective also, because the one important thing, sir, we talked at the start of this video about the quality of foreigners. I think if you see Kerala Blaster has 6 foreigners, even SC Delhi also has I think 5 or 6 foreigners, but it doesn't mean you are gonna perform at that level. आप देखिए कि when you have a 2 or 3 good foreigners for Mumbai City, Nuno Reyes, Johnny Kauko का impact देखिए, for FC Goa, Paul Moreno and Desant Regis का impact देखिए, they are doing well. So I think that's very very important, and I think that's why fans are also a little bit frustrated with the management कि आप जिस क्वालिटी के फॉरनर्स लाए हो वो इम्पैक्ट नहीं डाल रहे. इवन इंडियन प्लेयरों का परफॉर्मेंस भी डिसअपॉइंटिंग हो रहा है उस पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से. एंड आप देखिए केविन योक के अलावा आई डोंट सी एनी अदर फॉरनर हैड दैट काइंड ऑफ इम्पैक्ट. नो डाउट विक्टर भारती स्कोर दैट गोल, बट आई थिंक ओवरऑल जिस तरह का इम्पैक्ट आप एक्सपेक्ट करते हो फॉरनर से वो नहीं आ रहा. एंड ऑन द अदर साइड दादू की टीम ने दिखा दिया है अगेन कि भाई दे आर नॉट दी जस्ट द डेब्यूटेंट्स, दे आर हियर टू पुट अप अ गुड challenges. So the both the goal are really good goals, and yeah, it was a good win for Intercasi.
Good win, very important win. And I think for Habas, if you remember the game before against Odisha, how angry he was with his team. After this match, he surely would have been happy. And a big, big result for Interkashi. First ever win and still unbeaten in the Indian Super League after 3 matches. The next one on the Saturday evening was the Kolkata derby. Mohun Bagan Super Giant against Mohammedan Sporting, in which Mohammedan Sporting surprisingly went 1-0 ahead. But after that Thankima early goal, Mohun Bagan Supergiant hit back, scored five, could have scored even more. 5-1 for the Mariners against the Black Panthers. Hiren, your summary.
डेफिनेटली सर, इट वाज एक्सपेक्टेड थिंग फ्रॉम मोहन बगान. जिस तरह की उनकी स्कोर है, ये मतलब कोलकाता डार्बी भी बोलना सही नहीं होगा, ये अनइवन मैंने डार्बी बोलता हूँ इसको, क्योंकि सामने मोहन बगान एक ऐसी टीम है कि जो मतलब एक फुल फॉर्म में है, एंड उनके पास सारे प्लेयर्स भी देखे क्वालिटी वाइज दे आर अपर हैंड. इधर मोहम्मदान फेसिंग सम लॉट ऑफ प्रॉब्लम विद इंडियन प्लेयर्स, जिनमें कई सारे यहाँ पे आप बोल सकते हैं कि मे बी आईएसएल का उस तरह का एक्सपीरियंस भी लैक करते हैं, या फिर उस तरह का उनका क्वालिटी भी उस लेवल का नहीं है. सो इट वाज एक्सपेक्टेड थिंग, बट सरप्राइजिंगली मोहम्मदान ने स्टार्ट अच्छा किया, वो उनके लिए लकीली दैट वाज अ ब्रिलियंट गोल कैम. बट उसके बाद भाई मोहन बगान ने जिस तरह से कमबैक मारा है, एंड आई थिंक सर्जियो लोवेरा की, जैसे सर हमने लास्ट गेम वीक में भी बात किया था कि जो अटैकिंग ब्रांड वो फुटबॉल खिलाते हैं, उसके पास अब यहाँ पे मोहन बगान के प्लेयरों का लग्जरी आ चुका है. आई थिंक उस दोनों का जो कॉम्बिनेशन वो यूज कर रहे हैं, इट्स ब्रिलियंट टू सी. एंड रॉबसन रोबिन्यो का पर्टिकुलरली आई थिंक जैसे मिगेल का परफॉर्मेंस इस बंगाल के लिए आ रहा था, उसके बाद एक वो नैरेटिव बिल्डअप भी हो रहा था कि भाई ब्राजीलियन दोनों क्लब्स ने साइन किए हैं, रॉबसन रोबिन्यो किस तरह का इम्पैक्ट डालेगा. एंड इन दिस मैच ही स्कोर्ड अ ब्रिलियंट ब्रेस. अनफॉर्चुनेटली उसके बाद उसको तुरंत इंजरी हो गया, लेट होप सो कि ज्यादा सीरियस ना हो. बट या इट वाज एक्सपेक्टेड रिजल्ट 5-1 मोहन बगान, एंड आई थिंक दे आर पुटिंग देयर केस वेरी वेरी स्ट्रांगली to Jamshedpur, East Bengal, or any other club who looking for that title, that we are here to repeat it again.
Exactly. And talking about Robson Robinho, two brilliant goals, especially the second one was a very opportunistic and very technically difficult goal to put that ball into the back of the net. Standout, of course, also that final goal from Dimi Petratos, long ranger, brilliant goal.
That was
So
great.
that is also interesting to see. And Lobera, of course, did start with certain players who've had limited game time this season. Deepak Tangri started off. You had Cummings starting as well, Manveer Singh. So therefore, that is an interesting one that Lobera has the luxury of the biggest and the best squad in this league, and they're top of the table on 9 points. Next on the list, Odisha FC versus Chennaiyin FC. It ended 1-1, both the teams scoring their first goal of the campaign. In the end, a deserving result. Chennaiyin had their moments, but Odisha FC, I have to say, again impressed. Came back in 90 minutes, could have maybe won even towards the end. Hiren, your take.
Again, I think Odisha FC put up a courageous performance. I think we have seen against Inter Kashi, and in this match, I think they done a little bit better. Chennai FC भी मैं जो फर्स्ट दो गेम वीक में मेरा थोड़ा सा आई वुड से कि कंप्लेन रहा था, आई थिंक उससे बेटर यहाँ पे उन्होंने करने की कोशिश की है, एंड दे क्रिएटेड देयर मोमेंट्स. इफ दे यू कैन से कि converted those chances, then they might get a result also. So that's good sign for Clifford Miranda and Chennai FC की गेम वीक 3 में यहाँ पे थोड़ा सा इंप्रूवमेंट उनकी परफॉर्मेंस में देखने को मिला है. लेट्स से आगे कितना वो उसको बेटर कर पाते हैं. बट ओडिशा एफसी, आई थिंक अगेन सर, आई वांट टू पुट दैट एग्जांपल कि ओडिशा एफसी डिस्पाइट मोर प्रॉब्लम्स देन केरला ब्लास्टर और इवन एससी दिल्ली putting up a better performance. So I think that's definitely, you can say कि in fans that come into the डिस्कशन कि भाई बाकी क्लब्स भी सिमिलर से प्रॉब्लम में है, व्हाई आवर क्लब्स आर नॉट परफॉर्मिंग एट दैट लेवल, or why our team is not putting up that kind of performance. So I think Odisha FC, with all of those challenges, with less foreigners making putting up a better performance than SC Delhi and Kerala Blaster, and that's why I think this need to be appreciated, and definitely it was a great result. And एक चीज इससे क्लियर हो जाती है सर, it's just 2 game weeks for Odisha FC, less than one for all the other clubs because of that game postponed. But I think Odisha FC is not gonna relegate. I think the way they are playing, I don't see कि उनके relegate होने के chances अभी दिख रहे हैं. I think it is gonna be a battle between SC Delhi, Mohammedan, and maybe Kerala Blaster if they don't improve their performance.
Very, very true, Hiren, on one side, but on the other side, we know it's a very, very short league. If you lose 4 or 5 matches in a row, you suddenly could move into that bottom and, could be part of it. So we'll have to wait and see. But once again, respect Odisha FC, limited resources, very, very limited time. But again, a lot of experience. One player who we've spoken a lot in the last few years, but who I thought is not on that level where he needs to be is Isak Ralte. If Isak Ralte was a little bit more clinical, I think they could have won it. But again, he already looked better than in the game against Inter Kashi. So hope, because these are the young players that we want to see perform and do well. The final matchup was then Mumbai City Football Club against Northeast United FC. Good news was that Mumbai City, as a club, was forced to open another stand at the Mumbai Football Arena. Nearly 4,000 people turned up. So that's a good sign that in the problem, and from what I saw heard regarding atmosphere, I think that's one of the loudest stadiums at the moment in the Indian Super League, despite being the smallest. So that's good news for Mumbai City. But in the end, they had to come back from a goal down. Jitin MS gave the lead to Northeast United FC for the Highlanders. And then the Islanders had to equalize once more. An opportunistic Lalinzwala Changte, like against Kerala Blasters, getting on the goal sheet. But a game where I think Mumbai City dropped 2 points rather than getting a point in the end, because I think Mumbai City should have won the match. What do you think, Hiren?
Yeah, I agree. Definitely, it's a game for Mumbai City to lose or a drop point in that regard. Definitely, it's a draw, but I feel also that Mumbai City dropped the points, and I think Johnny Kauko का जो influence है, again we talk about those quality of foreigners, how can they impact your team and their performance. I think if you see all 3 matches of Mumbai City, Johnny Kauko is impeccable. I think so that is very, very important, how you have that core players and their performances. So again, clearly he made that impact on that goal also, the way he passed to Pereira Diaz, and then he take that cross kind of a shot, and then luckily for Mumbai City, again Changte was available and score that equalizer. But yeah, definitely they have more chances to finish, but they missed it. And for Northeast United, I think Pedro Benali ki team, I think this will be a you can say a morale boost for them. To away Mumbai against Mumbai City, they get a draw. They also get a draw against Bengaluru FC away. So back-to-back matches, 2 draws. So I think after that first heavy loss against East Bengal, slowly Northeast might have that confidence back. No doubt, playing with all 3 Indian attackers, Lalrenzola Lalwelke after that. beautiful goal against Bengaluru FC, and then Jitin MS Parthi. I think slowly Pedro Benali's team is getting into the groove, so that's good for them. At least they will be not in relegation battle if they continue to improve. So yeah, that's good sign for them.
Very, very good sign for them, as you say. But Mumbai City conceding their first goal, dropping the first points of the season. And that leads us to the league table, Hiren. When if we quickly look at the league table, at the top, Mohun Bagan Super Giant with 9 points, a goal difference of +8. Jamshedpur FC also 3 wins out of 3, +3. So that's also impressive. I think nobody would have thought Jamshedpur would be there. Um, Third and fourth, FC Goa and Mumbai City, both on 7 points. FC Goa on +3, Mumbai City on +2. East Bengal with a surprising first loss of the season on 6 points, +5 goals. Inter Kashi still unbeaten after 3 matches, 1 win. The first win, 2 draws, +1 goal difference on 5 points. Seventh in the table, Bengaluru FC, and their graph is dropping. First match won, second match draw, third match loss, four
Yes.
points. Punjab FC, after 2 matches, 3 points, +1 goal difference. Ninth, Odisha FC with 2 draws out of 2. Northeast United 10th with 2 draws, 1 loss, -3 goal difference on 2 points. Chennaiyin FC pick up their first point and first goal, now on 1 point from 3 matches, -3. And then we have the three teams, which are Kerala Blasters FC, Sporting Club Delhi, Mohammedan Sporting, all 3 losses out of 3. The Blasters with -4, Delhi with -6, and Mohammedan Sporting now with a -7 goal difference due to that heavy loss to Mohun Bagan Super Giant. So, Hiren, interesting league table after match day 3.
या एब्सोल्युटली आई थिंक जैसे मैंने स्टार्टिंग में बोला सर कि थोड़ा-सा अब जो सेग्रीगेशन है वो स्टार्ट हो चुका है कि भाई कौन से क्लब किस डायरेक्शन में आगे बढ़ रहे हैं। इट्स स्टिल अर्ली, नो डाउट इट्स अ शॉर्ट लीग, 13 मैचेस लीग, 3 गेम वीक गॉन, बट आई फील कि धीरे-धीरे कहीं न कहीं थोड़ा-सा हमें आइडिया लगने लगा है कि भाई कौन-सी टीम कैसे शेप में है, कैसे उनके प्लेयर रिदम में है, क्या कैसा उनका यहाँ पे प्लेयरों का यू कैन से कि मोमेंटम है वो दिख रहा है इन ऑन द फील्ड। सो आई थिंक लेट्स सी कौन सी टीम उसको कंटिन्यू कर पाती है, कौन सी टीम यहाँ पे उसको जो सिचुएशन है उसको टर्न अराउंड कर पाती है, वो देखना होगा। बट आई थिंक the biggest shocking point is definitely Kerala Blaster not getting any point after 3 game weeks. So I think I didn't at least expected this because जिस तरीके की उनकी स्क्वाड है, चाहे कितने भी प्रॉब्लम हो, आई थिंक स्टिल सर दे हैव टू डन they would have done better than this, but again they are able to fail to deliver. So yeah, that was for me the shocking thing. And another one is obviously Odisha FC, you can say the remarkable performance despite all the challenges.
Very, very true. Those two are sort of say the tops and the lows of the league so far. But if anyone had said after game week 3, Mohun Bagan Super Giant would be top and Mohammedan Sporting would be bottom of the table, I think nobody would have questioned that. But again, everything in between can be questioned. So therefore, that's the league table. Let's come, Hiren, to our predictions for match week 4. And let's start off with East Bengal FC versus FC Goa on Thursday at 5 p.m. in Kolkata. What do you expect?
डेफिनेटली आई थिंक दैट विल डिसाइड कि भाई दोनों टीमों में से कौन ज्यादा टाइटल चैलेंज के लिए आई वुड से कि कैपेबल है। सो आई थिंक इट इज गोना बी अ क्लोज मैच। आई एम सीइंग it might finish on a 2-2 draw. That's my prediction.
Oh, okay. I also feel this will decide if one team wins, that team will be in the title race. If it ends in a draw, and I'm trending towards a 1-1, to be very honest, that might put both the teams in the pressure and the situation of saying, you know what, we are actually out of the title race. Because to catch up then, if Mohun Bagan win again, that will be interesting. And then we come to Mohun Bagan. Mohun Bagan is Odisha FC actually against Mohun Bagan. That was originally scheduled. The match has been flipped. Mohun Bagan Super Giant now hosting Odisha FC on Friday at 5 p.m. And news out of the AFF disciplinary committee is that Mohun Bagan have been given a one-match suspension, meaning that they're supposed to play without fans. It is not final from what I understand. Mohun Bagan have accepted the fine, but they're still trying to overturn this decision. I have not read anything why that is the case. But Hiren, what is your thinking? Mohun Bagan versus Odisha FC. Odisha have done very well so far. But this is a different test. Mohun Bagan Super Giant are on fire.
या एग्जैक्टली वो ओडिशा ने जो चेन्नई इंटरकाशी के सामने किया एंड मोहन बगान के सामने वो चीज करना आई थिंक इट इज गोना बी अ ह्यूज टास्क एंड सर्जियो लोवेरा अगेंस्ट हिज फॉर्मर क्लब so I think there is a interesting rivalry from that perspective, so no doubt Odisha will try, but I think Mohun Bagan is clear favorite, and I think they ended up might win by the scoreline of 3-1, even 4-1 if they had a very good day. So yeah.
Yeah, I would also go with the Mohun Bagan win. I expect a 2 or a 3-0 would be my guess in favor of Mohun Bagan Super Giant. The other match, Friday evening, also very interesting. Jamshedpur FC versus Inter Kashi, and the first time that Jamshedpur will be under pressure because now they are in the title race. Inter Kashi also coming off a first win. What do you expect at the
I think
furnace?
I'm more interested towards the Habas versus Owen Coil. I think that's very interesting battle. Two really OG coaches of this league. अगर आप history उठा के देखें तो, so definitely that will be interesting to watch. And I think it is gonna be a definitely. I will give a little bit edge to Jamshedpur because of their overall squad strength. But I think Inter Kasi can surprise them. So yeah, you never you can say doubt Antonio Habas. He knows just like Owen Coyle how to get the result despite the challenges. So it is going to be a close match, but I see Jamshedpur winning by 2-1 scoreline.
I agree. 2-1 would be also what I would think. Then we've got on Saturday, early kickoff, match of crisis, Mohammedan Sporting versus BFC. What do you expect? I'm expecting a 1-0 for BFC. What do you think?
I agree. I think this is the match कि जहाँ पे बेंगलुरु एफसी अपना जो मोमेंटम है उसको वापस गेन कर सकते हैं, अपना जो परफॉर्मेंस जिस तरह से उनका थोड़ा सा डाउनफॉल आया है उसको यहाँ पे रिकवर कर सकते हैं. So I am also see a 1-0, 2-0 kind of a win for Bengaluru FC in this match.
Then a southern derby, which in the past has decided titles, Kerala Blasters versus Chennaiyin FC. What do you see there?
Yeah, those are earlier memories of ISL days when I started 11 years ago between those two clubs. There are some interesting matches we have witnessed, but I think seeing both the teams' condition, I think it is gonna be a maybe a goalless or a 1-1 kind of a draw maximum. I don't see a very you can say a one-sided match because both the teams are struggling. Both the teams are still finding their fit in this season. So definitely, it's an equal match, close match.
I agree. I would have thought also 1-1 would have been my guess. Then we move to Sunday, Mumbai City FC at home against Sporting Club Delhi. For me, clearly, Mumbai City, the favorites, and I would say a 2-0 for Mumbai City.
Yeah, agree, 100% agree. Mumbai City is in good momentum and started season really well. And on the other side, SC Delhi trying, but आई थिंक कहीं ना कहीं जो लैक ऑफ एक्सपीरियंस है वो हर एक मैच में उनको कहीं ना कहीं कोस्ट कर जाता है. सो दैट इज द इंटरेस्टिंग पार्ट टू सी कि क्या वो इस मैच में उसको ओवरकम कर पाते. इट्स डिफिकल्ट. मुंबई सिटी हैज अ वेरी एक्सपीरियंस स्क्वाड. इंडियन प्लेयर्स आर आल्सो वेरी गुड. सो या आई एम आल्सो सीइंग मुंबई सिटी विनिंग बाय मे बी अ 2-0 or a 2-1 kind of a score line.
And the final game on Monday, Punjab FC with their first game at home against Northeast United.
I think this can be an interesting match, to be honest, because both the team have some really interesting players. अगर इंडियन प्लेयर्स की भी बात करें यंगस्टर्स की, so from that aspect, I'm seeing this match might ended up with the scoreline of 2-2. Seeing both the teams' defense and overall quality, I'm expecting a 2-2 draw.
Oh, okay. I would expect also an exciting match, but I would go with the 2-1 for Punjab. So let's see then next week what our guesses were. Hiren, thank you for joining in, and I hope everyone has liked our match week 3 review of the Indian Super League, in which most of the teams have now played 3 matches, so we're in an interesting phase of the league. Hiren and I will continue to do these regular updates. Follow Curious Alley, follow our own foot as well. Support us, like us, and spread this video to other people that they can watch it. And we'll be back next week with another ISL review. Thanks and bye.